Well, here we are, we're back together, and new belts in. Now, some of these had 4 heads. I had a very nice one, a 3V29, I think it was. Stereo sound, the dog's bollocks, that was. Stereo sound Ferguson telly I had with 2 speakers. How advanced is that? But you remember the little motor I was on about that drove a belt underneath and the worm gear? Well, you'll see what it does now. That's what that motor does. So if the belt's slack, it won't do the sequence and the thing just cuts out. But that appears to be lacing the tape, and it's pulling very nicely, nice and steadily. There's no funny noises. Nice steady whir, just like I remember from years ago. Quite nostalgic, this thing is. This has only got the 2 heads in it on the pickup drum, but some did have 4. Well, this motor here, 12 volts DC, made by Matsushita. 13th of October 1981 the motor was made. So this would have been somebody's present for Christmas 81, 82. How about that? 32 years old and still going strong.
Yep. Last week, whilst we were watching Brassed Off, when it came to the end of the tape, the take-up spool rather here was just starting to stick. And the problem is when it started to stick, it would eventually stop and then shut the whole thing off, and the thing would just return back to the stop position, and that was it. You had to stop watching the video. So
it's a good thing it does, because it stops it eating the tapes, because you know how infuriating that can be. But yeah, it's definitely designed to be bomb-proof. Anything happens, it will stop before it buggers your tape up. And not all could be said to do that. Stop again. Click clunk. There we are. It takes power beautifully. Yeah, I think we've licked that one, you know. Good heavens above. DER. You can see what they've done here. This would have probably had Ferguson on it. And you can see they've made a bit of a balls up of it, because you've got a bit of glue there and a bit of glue there. And they peeled off the plate with Ferguson and they stuck DER over it.
yeah, I noticed that the other day.
Yeah, probably to stop people nicking them. Because in those days, this would have been several £100 worth when it was new. And yeah, you used to have to keep an eye on them. And when you went on holiday, you conceal them, or you leave them with your neighbours or whatever. You know, it all seems a long time ago now, doesn't it? Along with those annoying Philips car radio cassettes with their code that you put into it to stop them thieving them. Well, nobody wants to know now, do they? And the tape counter is winding over nicely, which is what we like to see. This isn't in too bad a shape at all. I mean, it's a bit scuffed around the corners, it will be, because it's old. But not a bad little thing at all. Well, little thing, it weighs a bloody ton. Anyway, on that I shall let his lordship have